The Switch 2 has an awesome new mouse mode function, which allows you to literally just use the Joy-Con on its side like a mouse, and I was very excited for this until I saw that Nintendo really didn't show off a lot with this during their presentation, and also with the Treehouse. I mean, yes, there's this new game called Drag and Drive. I'm sorry, I'm just not too excited about this at all, and it really doesn't give me a clear idea as to how this mouse feature is going to be really prevalent in Nintendo's library of games. But Metroid Prime 4 is the only game that really got me excited for this usage, because from what I've heard from people playing the demos and from the gameplay that I've seen, they said it's extremely smooth, and it feels exactly like a mouse would on a PC. And I think this is going to be awesome for something like Metroid, and also for something like Splatoon 4 in the future, which that's for an entirely different video, because yeah, there's a lot to talk about with that. But anyways, this mouse feature is something that I can't wait to see implemented with future titles. And one thing I actually made a video on a while back was Super Mario Maker 3. Now, I've been talking about Mario Maker 3 for years now, but about 3 months ago, I actually made a video talking about the rumored Switch 2 Joy-Con mouse function, and some people didn't believe it was going to be a thing, but you know, clearly it's happening. So of course I had to make a video talking about how this could be absolutely perfect for a game like Mario Maker 3, because that was probably a lot of people's biggest problems with Mario Maker 2 is the building aspect, because you no longer had the fluid controls of the Wii U gamepad, which allowed you to use your stylus and pretty much just click and drag and place things at your own leisure, and you could do this with the 3DS version as well. But with Mario Maker 2, we were stuck with slowly moving the cursor around with a joystick. Now, you could play in handheld mode and actually buy a third-party stylus in order to place things down, but it still just didn't work anywhere near as smoothly as the Wii U did, and this was one of the main problems with this game. But Nintendo posted something on the Nintendo Today app the other day, so I guess the Nintendo Yesterday app, but they posted what looks to be mouse controls working on the menus of the Nintendo Switch 2. Yep, you can actually use it as a cursor and actually select your functions and even update your mouse controls and kind of map them to how you want them to work and even calibrate the thing, which is really cool. So clearly Nintendo is really backing on this mouse control function. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this, the very first thing that popped into my head immediately was not Splatoon 4, but Mario Maker 3. I mean, come on. This is almost too perfect. I mean, if anything, this feels like it should have been the game to show off these Switch 2 controls. Like, Metroid Prime 4 was great to see it, but Mario Maker 3 is going to make its money off of this thing. I mean, seriously, you see that cursor that slowly moves with the joystick? Imagine just freely being able to move that around. Literally click, drag, and place things the way a mouse would if you had this on PC. I mean, I remember seeing people say all the time, if Mario Maker 2 was on PC, this would be so much better. So that's all Nintendo needs to do. I mean, I could even see Nintendo releasing an official like Mario Maker 3 keyboard that comes along with the game, or you can buy it as an additional accessory that allows you to just type out names of the courses or maybe leave notes and stuff, because there are a lot of instances when you're typing out like the bio of your course, or maybe you need to share a friend code, or maybe you need to search another player's course, or maybe just put the title for your course, where you're just going to be typing a lot, and pointing and clicking each letter in order to type things out just seems so old and outdated. So I really would hope that they add some type of like keyboard connection option for this, because I think it'd be perfect. But now that I'm on the topic of Mario Maker 3, let's talk about it again. There is a lot of speculation as to what they're going to do with this game, and I think it does also interfere with what's going on with 3D Mario, because if 3D Mario actually comes out next year, I am not sure if they're going to have a 2D Mario with it as well, because yeah, that just kind of conflicts and they should be separated. Now, unless for some reason one of these games is still coming out as the holiday game this year, like if there's a Mario Maker 3 for this holiday or a 3D Mario for this holiday, then I can see the other being in the next year. But if we don't get any of those this year, it might be a while until we get the other. I'm definitely expecting 3D Mario to be first, so I would expect a new 3D Mario next year then, and Mario Maker 3 not being until 2027, which is a long time to go, especially with a new mouse function that you want to show off and get people to check out with a game that's this perfect. Now, another good excuse to have a 3D Mario Maker is also these mouse controls, because like I said before, there's actually a Mario 64 3D Mario Builder tool out right now that you can actually download. It's called Mario Builder 64, and like I said, you can literally play this right now. I've done it myself, and it works really really well. And with using a mouse, it's very easy to just kind of scroll around this little 3D plane, place blocks and platforms and enemies and your star, and you're good to go. These levels will feed us for years, man. Imagine being able to just place a star in your own little obstacle course and see how other players are able to get to it. Maybe it even leaves little recordings to how they were able to get to the stars, so that way you can see how they beat your level, or maybe even cheesed it, so that way you can make your levels even better. There's a very good chance that this next 3D Mario is going to follow after Bowser's Fury and potentially even be an entire open world, which is going to make people miss the classic 3D linear Mario experiences, and maybe you can even recreate that with Mario Maker 3D. So not only do you have a huge open world 3D Mario experience, but maybe like the year later, you also have tons of linear 3D Mario levels, or even sandbox 3D Mario levels that players can make, which can actually test your platforming skills with different styles of Mario. Maybe there's a 3D World style of Mario, 64, maybe even a Sunshine and Odyssey style of Mario, or maybe a new one made by Nintendo altogether to give us some type of new experience, or maybe some type of Galaxy Maker. Who knows what they could do? Forget just building levels, just navigating the menus and choosing a level and searching a level, like I said, with a potential keyboard and just using the Joy-Con as a mouse is going to be made so easy. Just aiming, clicking, dragging, and going through lists of levels until you find the one that's best for you. Oh my goodness, like seriously, I cannot think of a better game that the mouse controls could be used with. Yes, Splatoon is going to be a huge one, but Mario Maker 3 just sounds like the biggest here, this is what this is made for type of game that they could come out with. So I guess what I'm saying is I would be absolutely shocked if we don't at least see a trailer for this game within the next 2 years, meaning the rest of this year and the entirety of 2026. If we get into 2027 and there's still no trailer for this Mario Maker game, I would be kind of confused, but not upset yet. And now if we get into like 2028 and there's still no Mario Maker, then I'd be like, Nintendo's just dropped the ball with this completely. Because, come on, it's a mouse mode. We need it for Mario Maker. But I want to hear it from you guys now. What do you think about Mario Maker 3 coming sooner than we think to show off these Joy-Con Switch 2 mouse control options? Definitely let me know in the comments down below, and what do you want to see the most out of Mario Maker 3? Do you want it to just maintain 2D Mario Maker levels, or would you rather see them take a chance at a 3D Mario Maker? Definitely let me know down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and like always, hope you guys have a blessed day. See ya, guys.